So there were 21 mines on the Messines area that were going to explode, but only 19 of the 21 mines actually did explode. And on that, behind that farmer's house there, or underneath the farmer's house there, there's still an unexploded mine, still under the ground. Yeah, so that's the house. So there's still a slight chance, probably not, it won't happen, but that the mine will explode and then the house will be definitely gone. There's probably around 30,000 pounds of aminal explosives still underneath, so there's some chickens. And there's JD. No, JD, you can't eat them now. Okay, we just arrived at this memorial, the Berg Cemetery Extension, 1914 and 1918. So Rob, you have any idea where we are?
Yeah, I know pretty much where we are. So this is the so you might have to help me say this one, man. But the British Tommies who were here at the time would call this Plug Street. But it's actually, how's it pronounced? Plough? Yeah.
P-L-O-O-G?
I think it's P-L-O-E-G-E.
Oh, Ploeg. Yeah, Ploeg. Yeah.
Ploegstraat.
Yeah.
Memorial to the missing.
Ah. Nice, let's have a look. Wow, it's really, really beautiful here. It's really cool. So, to the glory of God and to the memory of the 11,447 officers and men of the forces of the British Empire who fell fighting in the years of 1914-1918 between the River Douve and the towns of Eschtaris and Furness, I can't even pronounce it, whose names are here recorded, but to whom the fortunate of war denied the known and the honored burial given to their comrades in death. Wow, it's cool. Oh, it's even in Dutch over there and in French over there. Wow. That is a lot of missing on the walls. Sean, could you tell me why there is why they use sergeants with a J?
So the J, it goes back to the Peninsular War as I understand it. So it used to be, obviously, a lot of them are with a G, but with a G is very much the French way of saying it. So the Peninsular War, obviously the English and the French didn't get along very well. So we adopted using the J rather than, I've lost it now, using the J rather than the G. So it's
here.
the non-French way.
Yeah, here, sergeant.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would sound more French.
Just with the G is the French spelling of it. So being English, we were like, no, J.
Change the spelling of a word just to stick it to the French.
And you were saying the same thing for lieutenant.
So
Right?
lieutenant is spelt lieutenant,
But it's pronounced
we pronounce it
lieutenant.
lieutenant.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's the French pronunciation. Lieu.
Seems kind of petty, doesn't it?
That's why it's perfect.
Yes.
British, don't you know?
Just all those names. It's crazy. The whole walls are filled with it. Now where we're heading to, Chris?
Stop in Massey, where the statue.
Oh yeah, okay. We'll just follow you again.
Alright.
So we just arrived in Messines. And behind me, this is a memorial erected because of the Christmas truce that happened around the place that we were. It's a pretty powerful monument here. And Chris, you said there was one in England as well?
Yeah, the National Arboretum, I've just looked it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's also one in England.
They're working on getting a couple more.
Same one.
It's
Yeah,
the same one?
statue, same
Oh,
statue.
same statue, okay, nice. So,
Working on making
pretty cool.
more. Why is there so much fish here? The Flanders about a mile back. Yeah. So we're right now.
Yeah, we're just starting on this field. And let's see if we... Oh, Sean found something. Oh, that's a ball. Oh, no way, it's a lead ball, yeah. So yeah, that's
Lead
cool.
ball from the shrapnel rounds or like cluster munitions. That's a really nice one actually. It's not degraded too much.
Can I feel it?
Really heavy.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Really, really heavy.
Oh, that's cool. That's really awesome. Well,
so I've walked. Oh.
What? Oh. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, the green cover. Oh, that's cool. So, literally the car is there.
Walk from there to here.
That's pretty funny. Oh, just one lead ball and already this. That's crazy. Like these fields are littered. This is the top of the shell, so the fuse of the shell would be on top of this. Oh, cool find. We'll clean it later on. Maybe there's some markings on it as well.
Date stamps is what you want. Yeah. They're the best to see. Same as that bullet I found in the other field.
Yeah. I'll put it next to the car. What is it?
A ball?
Oh, that's really cool, man. Just a few meters out. That's crazy. So what I told you in the video as well is the green stuff. You need to look for the green stuff, then you'll see it's copper.
Oxidized copper.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what this field has in store for us. Sean, you give a scream when you find something. And you can even see there is glass from like wine bottles and stuff still laying here. It's pretty cool. Sad it's all destroyed because of the tractors and farming machinery. Yeah, there's so much to find there. Found another ball? Good? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, two already. Got some glass there as well again. Nice. Good finds, man. I saw also a big piece of shrapnel. Here. To be fair, I am not very lucky on this field. Sean did find some stuff, but yeah, I'm not sure if this field has a lot of relics on it, but yeah, we'll keep looking. I'm walking slowly back to the car, and then we'll probably head to another field and try to see if we get lucky there. I am finding a lot of shrapnel, but I'm not really finding like shell casings or those lead balls that Sean just found, or anything else. Well, we just did find that copper ring from shell, but we've been walking here for like 15 minutes and only found really shrapnel and not really something special. So showing you all the time some shrapnel is a little bit boring. So I will just have a look around for a few more minutes and then we'll head to another field. By the way, this field that we're looking at is literally next to the Tynecott Cemetery. So. So we did some relic hunting today. We are now back at the house. We're going to have some pizza. And we're going to do a live stream on Chris's channel. Chris is all the way over there waving on the couch. And yeah, JD is out filming again because what was it again? He double clicked?
Yeah, so he didn't record when he thought he recorded.
Oh, he didn't record when he thought he recorded. So he drove back for like half an hour to film some stuff again. Yeah, we're just having a relaxing evening, do a live stream, play some games, drink some beer as well. So yeah, tomorrow we're heading for the Somme tomorrow morning. So last day in Ypres, tomorrow morning as well in Ypres, but still we're driving to the Somme, and then there's some more battlefields to be explored. See you there.
That I've found so far.
What you got?
I just finished that book, Longest Winter, or The Long Winter.
Oh yeah,
Alex Kershaw.
Yeah, longest winter.
Really like that. Yeah, that was a good story.
Is that the Battle of the Bulge?
Yeah.
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 I have that, I haven't read it yet.
I always recommend With the Old Breed. It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite books of all time.
He writes very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I'm reading, and anyway, John McManus's Pacific War series.
Guys, we just finished up a game of World War II trivia. I won, of course. I'm the best. I have the best knowledge. No, I didn't.
Did not win. I won for the second time in a row.
You didn't win. You went tied with Rob.
No, I beat Rob.
I
had 5, he only had
okay.
4.
Never mind, okay.
Yeah, I
Just-
definitely won.
Okay, so he lost, but that's...
Late last minute comeback because Rob was winning like the entire game. Yeah.
Okay, Chris won. Okay, I'll beat him at the Somme, so... But JD here, he's going to leave us tomorrow. So it was a pleasure, man.
Absolutely.
It was really good.
Yeah,
Good
good
to
times.
see you. Like, good videos as well, so...
Hope so.
yeah, also some Relic hunting as well, so...
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll see you in New Orleans in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Oh,
man. Dude, we are covering some ground this year.
so can I say one thing to you, JD?
Yes.
And it's because, yeah, you're going to Normandy. Good luck in Normandy. Normandy with the 80.
Yeah, thanks. This is the only time in my life where I've been going to Normandy and people have like offered their sympathy.
Although I have to say there is a bit of me that is jealous that I'm not going to be a part of the big historian contest.
Just a little bit.
With James Holland and
that's gonna be
and all
cool.
those guys and Paul. I'm really agonizing about missing that.
He's going to FaceTime you.
That will be painful. That will be really painful.
Well, good luck in Normandy, JD.
Appreciate that.
Okay, I think it's day 4 now, and we're just going to leave this house and we're going to drive up to the Somme. It's about a 2-hour drive. JD left us already this morning, and we're just packing up the cars now before we head off to the Somme in France. So yeah, I hope it's going to be a good trip. 2-hour drive, not that long, and then for I think 3 days we'll stay at the Somme. Well, me and Sean 2 days, because in the morning on Wednesday we have to leave early. But yeah. So Sean, are you excited?
Very excited now.
Yeah. The Somme is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. So on our way to the Somme, we stopped here at Camel Hill, or around Camel Hill, the area, because the great grandfather of this guy over here, he fought here in this area during the Ypres battle in 1918.
Yeah, during the Kaiserschlacht, the spring offensive by the Germans. He was with the Royal Engineers, and they would have been defending this position during that spring attack.
Oh yeah.
You can see Ypres way off in the distance over there.
Oh yeah, that's Ypres, yeah. With the cathedral and stuff, the cloth hall. So behind us there, behind this house now, you can see it, that's Camel Hill, that the French were defending in 1918, I think, as well, 1917, 1918, and they lost the hill.
Yeah.
But you just
But
cast
just
your
to
mind
know
back.
he was here, yeah.
Yeah, all them years.
Yeah.
And the spring offensive by the Germans, that was their most casualties they took at any point in the entire war. They were trying desperately to overrun. What the goal was to drive, because they knew the Americans were arriving by like the tens of thousands, and pretty soon, for the first time on the Western Front, the Germans were going to be outnumbered, because they outnumbered the Allies for most of the war. But now the Eastern Front is over, and now they're shifting all the divisions over, and so what they're trying to do is they're trying to drive a wedge in between the British sector and the French sector. They're going to try and isolate the British, get the British out of the war, and bring France to the negotiating table before the Americans arrive and start turning the tide. And so they lose massive casualties, but they also inflict massive casualties on the Allies.
So up there, that's Camel Hill, Camelberg. Okay, just a quick stop here, and now we're heading to France, to the Somme. So, gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Fun little trip. Oh, for fuck! I got the car.
God damn it!
Okay, we just arrived in the Somme. We are now on the Serre Road, and this is the first cemetery we are going to visit. In this area, there's a lot of cemeteries, a lot of smaller ones, because after the war and during the war, they usually buried the British soldiers. They buried them where they fell. So there's a lot of small cemeteries in the whole Somme sector. Yeah, literally where the British fell, they put a cemetery there. And so Chris has a book with him, and he knows some information about some people here. So yeah, this cemetery is also, it's pretty big, but next to it, there's a French cemetery, and across the road, back there, there's a way bigger British cemetery. I will show you that with some drone footage. But yeah, it's again crazy to walk on the former battlefields, and then you can see all these graves, which is just insane. And probably a lot of these graves are from July 1st, 1916, because then here, July 1st, 1916. That was like the big battle at the Somme, like the first real battle day at the Somme, where around 60,000 casualties of the British, or I'm not sure, 60,000 dead or 60,000 casualties on the first day, which is an insane number to think about. And when D-Day happened, the Allies, generals and stuff, like Eisenhower, they thought that the first day of D-Day would be the same amount of casualties as they had on the first day of the Somme, which wasn't the case, luckily. And the generals were having dinner after that, after the landing was successful of D-Day, that the casualties was such a low number, because they estimated that it would be the same as the first day what happened here on the Somme.
So in 1916, the British Army made a decision that any soldier under the age of 19 was not to serve on the front lines. And so if you were in the Army, they were pulling you off the front line if you were less than 19. And so Horace Isles, his sister, wrote him a letter. And she said this, she said, "We did hear that they were fetching all back from France under 19. For goodness sake, Horace, tell them how old you are. I'm sure they will send you back if they know you're only 16. You've seen quite enough. Now just chuck it up and try to get back. You won't fare no worse for it. If you don't do it now, you will come back in bits, and we want the whole of you. Your loving sister, Flory." Those were from a letter that she wrote to Horace that was returned to her unopened, marked "killed in action" on the outside of the letter, and that's how she found out that her 16-year-old brother had been killed on the first day of the Battle of the Somme.
That's just insane, 16 years old. So you can see a lot of July 1st, 1916 graves, but also 13th of November, 1916.
Those were the two big attacks.
Okay.
The 1st of July was when it all started, and mid-November was when they took most of the stuff they were trying to take in July.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see a lot of graves are 13th of November, the 1st of July, the 1st of July, 1st of July, the 13th, between the 15th of November, 1st of July, 15th November. So yeah, you can really see here more 13th November, 13th November, 13th. You can see over there the bigger British cemetery. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can hear the birds chirping. It's really quiet here. The sun is out, the skies are pretty blue, and just the internal rest here now. When you walk on the cemetery, it's really peaceful. And yeah, more than 100 years ago, it was a completely different scenario here.
Okay. The 63rd Royal Naval Division was a United Kingdom infantry division. For the First World War. It was originally formed as the Royal Naval Division at the outbreak of the war from the Royal Navy and Royal Marine Reservists and volunteers who were not needed for service at sea.
So of course I didn't bring my camera, but we went over there on the field to just have a look for if we can find some stuff. But yeah, for this relic hunting video, look what we found. We found a lot of the lead balls. Some barbed wire pieces, even some cool barbed wire German pieces, because the barbed wire is pretty close to each other, so that's why we can see it's German. Some German glass as well, because here it has German glass with some text on it. It's ice. I have no idea what the whole text would be. Yeah, some a nice shrapnel piece. Well, it was laying there a lot, but yeah, Sean found some more balls, pretty cool, and Sean found this. A fuse, which is pretty cool as well. So just of 20 minutes of searching, hey, there's inscriptions on it as well. But of 20 minutes of searching, we found already this, which is
Also,
pretty cool.
also found some stroopwafels.
Yeah. You found a Stokes mortar here, right? A few months ago.
Oh yeah, man. I literally found it right here. If you go on my Instagram page, history in your hand, check it.
Hey.
There's a picture of it sat right here.
Yeah, I'll put the picture up now so you can see it. And those Stokes mortars, they are pretty rare, aren't they?
Well, so apparently so. I didn't know that, to be honest.
Only a few thousand of them on the Western Front at any given time.
And he found 2 of them.
I found 2. I found one there, and then I found one hardly far at all from here up the road. Yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah, we're walking now to the Sheffield Memorial. Yeah, thing is we're walking because otherwise that angry farmer is coming up. I've had some experience with him a few years ago.
So the farmer on the left here, when he finds stuff, he puts it on this verge on the left-hand side. So if it's anything big, that left-hand verge is where it's going.
Ah, okay. So yeah, that farmer, this is like a private road and it goes up to the Sheffield Memorial Park. So a lot of people just drive up, the same as I did with my dad a few years ago. Otherwise we had to walk pretty far, like we're doing now. But yeah, the farmer didn't like that. And he was a little bit of a jerk, but hey. You know, I can't judge him. Probably a lot of people drive by here. And all of a sudden you're fed up with it, but yeah. So we're walking up now, the whole crew.
Is this stair number 3 here?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I think so. Yes, it is. Yeah. And then the one in the middle is called
Queens?
Queens. That's it.
And that's right. This is pretty much the German frontline trench was right along those cemeteries.
Yeah. Did you see Horace Arl's grave in the cemetery?
Yeah, I took him up there, yeah.
So here on the left, about literally around here, this is where the Leeds pals over.
Oh, that's cool because here there are only 2 puppies here. On the whole way there was no puppies, and exactly here there are 2 puppies.
So the frontline trench ran pretty much along that side.
You can see the cemetery right there, and there's the French cemetery and then the English cemetery.
Yeah.
This was no man's land. And the German, the first line was in the field, and then second, and then the rear of the defence was the village. Well, now it's like 2 farm buildings. But
That's there, yeah.
yeah.
And they was kind of fortified, but that was behind 3 lines of trenches.
Jeez.
You'll see when we get up to the park here, they've got a little diagram that shows where the trench lines were. There's a couple more poppies up here. 11th Battalion, East Lancashire. They attacked from right on the back side of those woods was where they went over the top. And the German frontline trench is where that far cemetery is. And most of them died in just between the woods and there.
Joe.
Yep.
You can walk in and then recreate the scene from Gladiator.
Yeah.
With your heads.
Sometimes the blade sticks.
I get it, the whole idea about the pals, but in hindsight it was such a fucking idea.
Yes.
That's why they stopped recruiting that way. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's good for
These
morale.
were all this whole division here was PALS battalions, and it was their first combat for all of them.
It's good for morale until your friends start getting blown up. Then it's gonna have the
Until
opposite
word
effect.
gets back to your town that you have no more young men left in your town. All from one afternoon. Shell right here in the corner.
The what?
Artillery.
Oh yeah. Here, big piece. Pick it up.
Should I?
No. So that's pretty cool here. You have a artillery shell. Really cool. Next to the cemetery.
So the trouble was all the casualties.
So we have Sarah Road number 3 cemetery,
West Yorkshire,
right by the
cemetery.
cemetery.
Probably Leeds PALS again.
This big shell.
PALS unit.
I think the farmer probably found it and placed it over there.
So we just came from Ypres, the Ypres salient in Flanders Fields, and we are now here at the Somme. And yeah, like we, oh, that was okay. So yeah, we're now here at the Somme, and yeah, like you saw, we found a lot of bits and pieces already. And we were walking up here. We just arrived for like an hour, and we already found a big shell, which one of the farmers put in here. It's still live, it's still active. You can see by the ring below that it's been fired, but it didn't detonate. Here, as you can see the top of the fuse, which you also find a lot in these areas. And so imagine there's millions and millions of shells fired during the battle here of the Somme, and around 1/3 of all those shells didn't go off. So just imagine like how many millions of shells are laying here in the ground still that needed to be exploded. Yeah, it's just crazy, and that's proof that there's one shell laying there.
This part of the Somme was heavily northern England guys. That's why.
Scots there as well.
Yeah, a lot of the ground that was taken eventually was taken later by Scots units in November. So a lot of times you'll see the November dates are Scots Fusiliers, Highlanders.
A lot of Scots in the Queen's cemetery, because the Queen's one is mostly guys who were
in November
killed in later when they captured Ceuta.
So you can see this little small cemetery here, and over there is one as well, and on the left there's another one, and here in the woods there's also one. So like I said, they were buried where they fell. Oh, and these guys, these lads, during the attacks here at the Somme, died here, and they were buried here as well. So how does it feel to walk here, Sean?
Yeah, mixed feelings, I guess.
Yeah.
It's very sombering.
We're finally at the Somme.
Yeah, long time coming.
Oh. So the Equinton Pals, they were in a trench over there, just behind the cemetery, and they ran across during the attack, and they, like 600 of them, died and fell there between that spot of the cemetery and the other cemetery. So that's like 100 meters, 150 meters, 150 meters. So 600 casualties, only of the Equinton Pals alone, which is crazy. Such a loss of life. So we'll be going to the sunken lane as well, which I made a video about. But that as well is like just such a small area with so many casualties. Like such a tragic loss of life. It's crazy. Here you can still see all the shell holes, all the craters. You can see that the land is completely destroyed. I think it's harder to see on camera, but... So Marcel just told me that this was a trench here. Just yeah.
Yeah, it was a support trench. And the front line trench started around here where the vegetation started, and they charged towards that cemetery basically.
Whoa. Oh, I said that they went from that cemetery to over there, but it's even closer.
From here.
Wow.
600 guys.
Wow. That's crazy. How much meters is that? 100? Not even.
Yeah,
I think even less.
Yeah.
70?
No, yeah, 100, yeah.
Yeah.
80, yeah.
It's crazy.
So they did have saps, so they had like approach trenches that went out in front of here.
So we've just walked, so this is the main road.
Yeah.
The Sayre Road Cemetery is probably like here. So we've basically kind of walked along a bit and then walked up here and then joined the corner of the woods here.
Yeah. So these are machine gun positions here, German trench lines. Cemetery's about right there, yeah. where that machine gun position is.
Yeah, it probably is about there, right?
Yeah.
So here, yeah, you see all the shell holes, shell craters. It's crazy. It looks a little bit like Verdun. Like if you've ever been to Verdun, like the whole of Verdun is like this. Almost everywhere where you go is like, and whoa. Okay. This one is even way bigger. Wow. You can see the trench line as well, going by there. What just happened?
What just happened? We heard a worrying noise and this pine cone came out the tree.
Oh, you don't want that on your head.
Yeah, it makes it makes a really hard noise, but it weighs nothing.
It made us all jump.
Oh wow.
But if you
It's
throw
really
it in
light.
the air,
Oh, you don't want that on your head.
nope.
Yeah, you should go, when you go up here,
Yeah.
so Sean, you should see this. Okay, go.
Oh man.
And you can see the trench line from the left going down as well. That's crazy. Just for a good reference, should I stand in it?
Oh yeah.
Because on camera you don't really see how deep it is.
The whole area was shelled by the Germans.
Yeah. We're
So
crazy.
Volunteer to go in?
I'll go in. If you film with my camera as well, two-handed.
Yes. I can do that.
I got my Nikes on, so I hope I don't slip.
You'll be alright. If not, I have a camera, so good for the blooper reel.
Oh, this was not this was not the best idea. I don't think on camera it looks that steep.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit of a better reference.
Yeah, for sure.
Camera.
Now to get out.
Yeah. Go on this side. It's easy.
What are you saying?
You're dual wielding.
Yeah. Akimbo. Still running, so you have to.
Nice. Yeah, you can now really see like the trench line where it came down up here. Yeah, this has been restored sort of. Went back all the way that way.
Oh.
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 Oh. No! Don't. Don't. Stop it. Yeah, the guys are laying here.
I guarantee they did that.
Yeah, I bet they did, yeah. Okay, hold on.
Do you need an adult?
Yeah. Childproof lock.
Wait, it's stuck.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, so here the register, you should really write in the register. I don't have a pen with me. This is normally how they check if people are visiting the cemeteries. Oh, not a cemetery. All the 1st of July and the 13th of November. Almost all of them. You even got 2 French graves over there. There's even some French graves. Here, 1915. Mort pour la France. Died for France. So I'm at the field behind the cemetery. Yeah, you can see piece of shrapnel. I saw this. What is this? Oh, this is a real big piece. You don't want that flying towards your head.
Yeah, so before they attacked, they dropped their main bags and just carried like fighting order, so rifles, ammunition, a day's worth of rations. And the weight was between 27 and 41 kilos. It looks like the heavier packs were the guys that were given rolls of barbed wire to carry and pickets. It's a lot of weight.
Yeah, definitely.